Hello there everyone, welcome back to Better Than Wolves. We're back in the farm today. Still having some issues with the wolf farm, although I haven't checked to see the reliability of the loading system we built last episode. But that's a job for another day. Today we need to figure out how to make a two-way sorter. And I'm working with an experimental version. Oh, right. Okay, I forgot a little detail about how to place these things properly. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't turning on, and it's because I actually need to have it facing... There we go. Whoa. Interesting. Is the block dispenser generating a block update or something? Particularly interesting that it's not spitting items out. Okay, maybe it'll have to be a regular dispenser. Okay. So the thing I don't know, and this is what we need to find out, is do dispensers shoot items through objects? Because if they don't, this is going to be really easy. And we'll be able to move on to the next item. If they do, I knew I had one of those around here. We're going to have to be a little bit more creative with how this system is set up. And a buddy block will definitely not be the solution. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by trying. Let's find out if this works any better. Alright, it's triggering now. Good. Alright. So block dispensers won't work. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to find out if it will spit items out through blocks. 4 items, and what we should get is 2 on each side. Nope. Okay. So they are stupid. Alright, well that's annoying. So that solution is not going to work. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to split... Maybe I don't... Sorry, don't mind, just a second. I'm just... Wheels are turning. Actually, splitting it 4 ways might not be the worst thing ever. Because I want to do a minimum of 2 floors of this. So if I split the seeds coming in 4 ways, I could have 2 levels of... Yeah, you know what? That's going to work. Okay. No, we'll go with... We won't need a 2-way splitter. We'll just need a 4-way splitter. Okay. The hardest part is going to be making sure we can get the items into the proper areas. So we need to create some guiding channels here. So the first ones are going to go into a water channel. We're going to go down by 1 for this. Actually, do we need to go down by 1? No, there's absolutely no reason the water can't be at this level right in front. Except that it might not. Wait. I think it does. Does it work right? I'm just trying to remember how my how the splitter down here is set up. The dog food splitter. If that's set up the way I think it is, we won't need to worry about these being underwater because I've already done it. Is it shooting into water? I think it is. Yeah, I think it must be. How else could it be getting through there? Whoa. Yep, it's shooting into water. Okay. That answers that question. Okay, good. That gives me more vertical space to work with, you see. It also means I could do a double row of these. So what we're going to do now, since that actually worked out quicker than I expected, is we're going to design a wheat pod. Alright. But the first thing we need to do is we need to get past the... Just thinking. Don't mind me, guys. This is going to be a little complicated. The water here is going to be a little complex. But I think I know how we're going to work it. We're going to need a sign right there. Because the water is going to come by here. And I'm going to have this mirrored on the other side. Yeah, this is going to be complicated. I'm just trying to figure out where we can build our first pod. I think it's going to be... Okay. So this is the part where things get complicated. So we're going to need hoppers. Now we are going to bring these... Just trying to think how we're going to harvest these as well. The easiest way would be a piston-based harvesting system. Let's see. I think we're going to have to separate these by one more. Okay, let's build a single pod unit. Let's build a single unit here, just as an experimental setup. So, here's the things we know we need. We need a planter. Beside that planter, beside or above? Let's find out. If we can plant from above, it might make all of this a lot easier. There we are. That's just a nice, convenient little block. We can put that on. Okay. Let's do an experiment. Can block dispensers plant seeds from above? Well, they can only do it if they're facing downwards. Okay. Seeds. Let's give it power. Alright, that did not power it. Interesting. Good enough. And then... more importantly, turning off the power does not unplant it. So that's really important. Okay, good. Which means we can do the harvest in a much easier manner. Alright, so circuit 1 is a planting circuit. It will run across the top of the block dispensers. We'll have torches out there as a light source, because these are seeds, they don't require the full... Okay. Now, next we're going to want pistons. We're going to do piston harvest. It's going to be a piston... piston pusher. And the piston pusher is going to use, of course, sticky pistons, because then we can use a block to do it instead of the piston arm itself, which is often glitchy. We're going to be using a lot of pistons. I think most of the harvesting we're going to do is going to require pistons, so... Ooh, I went too far. Oh! Not used to actually having to get out at this level. Okay. Piston goes here, block goes here. That could even be... I was thinking it could be a light source, but probably not necessary. Okay, next we're going to need hopper. Each block dispenser is going to require a hopper. Now, filling these is going to require a prodigious amount of seeds, so we're going to have to do some of this manually, some of the splitting manually. We'll have to come in and manually separate the items. I'm sensing an issue here. How am I going to power these? Okay. If I put these next to each other, right next to each other, we're going to have a heck of a time powering them. Okay, well, let's see. I have an idea. Let's just try something here. It's not powered by a redstone signal. Can it be powered by an indirect signal? Yeah, good enough. We cleared all that out anyways. The question is, oh my god. Really? Well, that won't work, though, because if I'm going to stack them multiple layers... Oh, okay. Okay. How are we going to... These pods... Let's see. So things we can't change. The hopper has to... Did you see that? That was rotten flesh coming from our farm. Nice. The hopper can't be moved. The block dispenser can be moved. The harvesting system could be modified. But how? I mean, if... Maybe... Will a torch... No, it has to be powered by a redstone line going to it, doesn't it? Well, maybe this will work. The question is... Okay, next question. Does power up here interfere with our pistons? Because if it does, we're going to have to move onwards to a new solution. And it does. Okay, so that is not going to work. Okay. Could we transport it? We could do the redstone like that. That could work, potentially. It's got an insulation layer. So if we have the controlling redstone lines coming along here, how are we going to get the power out of here? Okay. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking... Oh, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Conundrums of powering block dispensers. I guess I could just put the sticky pistons right here. How would that make things different, though? There is one other solution that I was contemplating, and I think this is going to be the solution we're going to have to go with. We'll go with the piston... Let's see if this will work. So... That will prevent cross-contamination of signals. So we'll have a layer between each signal. The signal for the block dispensers can come here. Alright, that plants it. Okay, next we need to find out if... No, we need to pull... So it needs to be powered by default. And for the harvesting cycle, we need to turn it off. And it pops. Perfect. That should get us a pretty solid system. Okay. So that's how we're going to do it. And then that gives us... Still not a line. Still nowhere to put the... Powering the... Maybe I'm going to have more room between these things than I thought. We already know it doesn't operate like that. So yeah, we're going to have to put it... I just had a crazy idea. No, there's still some issues. Let me think. Thinking. If we just have 3 blocks between them, if we do 3 blocks in between each one, that 3 blocks will contain mechanical, because the mechanical is the more expensive hardware. Raw redstone is not that expensive. Then we can do one like that, one like that. And then another hopper here, and we'll have a mirror right on the other side. No, 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 no. We can do this better. We can do this better. If we do the redstone down the middle here, redstone line in the middle, yes, 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 I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. Okay. Redstone line down the middle. And this is the cool part. This is the really cool part about this. Okay. So planting cycle comes from up there. So signal comes in, plants the stuff. Signal comes in, harvests the stuff. Or at least it will when I put the redstone at the right height. Pushes it out in the middle. Now here's the really important part. This is where it gets cool. We are not going to have neighbors. We're going to have blocks around it. And on the opposite side we'll have another planter. 1, 2, 3 apart right there. Okay. And then down below, at the exact height necessary, basically the next row will be offset by 1. So down below, we'll have planters on this row. And then basically have dividers down the middle. Yeah, if we just do division down the middle, we'll basically have 2 columns of falling stuff, and the items will fall through these individualized holes here into the collection water streams. The really important thing about this is it means that I don't have to manipulate as many water streams, because the items are just going to fall vertically downwards to the bottom of the farm, and the actual collection will be basically at the bottom. Now there's still going to be the issue of water streams to deliver items in, but I think that's a small price to pay. Alright, so then what we need to do is we need to make sure that these sorted items wind up 3 blocks apart when all is said and done. My life would be much easier with a 2-block separation, though. Or with a 2... Yeah, just thinking again, thinking again. Oh, no, we can make it work. We can make it work. Pardon my yawn. It's been a long couple days. All right. So this is sort of the seed dropping column. This will drop the seeds down to layer 2. All right. Let's cut this down to single pod state here. I want to take up as little room as possible with this. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need to manipulate the water here. Put a sign right here. Okay, so put a sign right there. That'll keep the water stream from messing up. The item will be flowing through the right part of the water stream, and the flows will actually be configured to take it away. Because right now there is 1 block in between the water streams, and we need 3, so we need it to zig over here. Likewise, we need this one to zig over here. And then they'll drop by 1 into the first set. Okay. And then the second set will fall down, 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 down. Oh, potatoes. Oh, potatoes. Maybe I should let the potatoes go a little further down. I'm not actually sure where they're going to go. I will figure that out later. For now, let's just shut down the potato output. I think, yeah, we're going to have to move potatoes to a different location. Somehow. Somehow. We'll figure it out. Okay. So water stream right there. Figuring out the exact placement of said water streams. Whoops, no. This goes here. That goes here. Water comes in here. Torch there. Water stream right there. All right, we'll be back up here later. For now, I just need to clean this up a little. Okay, so that gives us 3 blocks of space to work with right here. I think. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's going to be lower down, right. That's the part that I hadn't quite figured out. Oh no, we got lots of room, because the water stream's going to be above, and the water stream can be contained by... Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, well, let's put the first one. No time like the present. Put the first pair in. Now, as you can see, this is definitely going to be exiting the chunk that I've designated, and you know what? That's okay. This is not a system that is critically urgent if part of it is not loaded, unlike the wolf farm, which failed catastrophically when part of it wasn't loaded. All right. Okay, and then show you the true value of iron to our game at this point. Need it desperately, but don't need that iron. Okay, block dispensers, I'm going to need a few. You know, that's actually something I haven't built either, is a automated mossy cobble farm. Something worth contemplating someday, but for now, not worried. So I hope there's lots of seeds left back at the old base. I haven't actually looked for them in a while. Things were tidied up a little, unfortunately, and... Alright, there's 1, there's 2. I put in 2 planters, 1 here, 1 here. Put in, let's see, if we use the sticky pistons on with direct contact, we can make this whole thing just a little more compact, and I think it'll look nicer too. I mean, 6 of wood doesn't matter too much one way or the other, but might as well make something I'm happy with. Okay, does not need to be sticky pistons if I'm doing that, so we'll save the stickies for when they're actually needed. They'll be particularly needed. No, you know what? No. We are going to have to use sticky pistons. You know why? Because every time I try to use piston arms for something in the past, something goes horribly, horribly wrong. And that's a good enough reason for me to not use that. Okay, there's our redstone line. Actually put the torches right there. That'll work really well. Yeah, there's the redstone. Let's go get some slime ball. Let's make another sticky piston. We'll just make the one for now. This is just proof of concept. We're still going to need to build timers and all that other important stuff. But for now, we're just getting the proof of concept for the farm. Then we'll have to spend some time actually building it, which I'm sure is going to cause us some trouble. So that means that each layer of this vertically will be able to get or each vertical section of channel will be able to have 4 of these. 4? Maybe. Might only be 3. It depends on how things play out with the water streams. Because this is Mark 1. Yeah, I think this will work quite well. Okay. So if I take this out and then zag back, that'll be 1. And then these 2 will go down and under, and they'll become a second layer of it. There'll be 2 water collection streams bringing all the stuff together in one location. Yeah, seems legit. I'm just going to clear out the demo system here now. Now the reason... What was the reason for separating them? Was there any reason other than... Let's just check. If there's no reason to do it... You know what? If there's no reason to do it that way, we might just do it... If those things can be powered by... If those can be powered by repeaters, then this is going to be, then we're going to put, the density of this will be much higher. Yes, they can. Okay. Repeater-based system it is. Okay. Which means that each layer is going to have its own water collection stream, which will be 3 tiles wide. The hanging block in the middle is still going to be there. It means there will be a floor under this, and the next layer will have its own... Yeah, because the redstone has to be separated. Yeah. All that means is a little bit more complication when it comes to wiring these up. It's nothing we haven't done before, it's just a little bit. Wait, is that going to be worth the trouble? How much material is it going to take to wire those up in duplicate like that? We would have to, it would use vertical space that we can't really afford too. Well, on that note, okay. No, you know what, we are going to do this, we are going to do the staggered design. It's just going to make the mechanics of this, the mechanical part of this, a lot easier. And we'll have 2 layers like this. So we'll have a layer 1 and then a second layer offset, just like we discussed. And then that'll be collected by a water stream. And then down below that, there will be a second system identical in every way, shape, and form. And that should be more than... Heck, even just these 2 will probably be enough wheat, honestly. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yes, we can do 4 per layer. Look at that. Alright, torch up there. Torch there. Okay, guys, there's the beginnings of the wheat farm. A lot left to do here, but I think it's a very promising start, especially with this lining up so perfectly like that. Boy, you couldn't have planned that better. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any thoughts about the design I've come up with here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.